Mount Wilhelm in Papua New Guinea is a place where adventure and mystery meet, where the land itself seems to whisper stories of the past and beckon explorers to its heights. It stands at 4,509 meters, the highest peak in Oceania, a giant sleeping under a blanket of stars, its summit often shrouded in mist and legend. Its slopes are a vertical journey through shifting climates and vibrant ecosystems, from dense rainforests teeming with life to windswept alpine meadows where only the hardiest plants survive. This mountain is a land of ancient cultures and breathtaking beauty, where every valley and ridge holds a story waiting to be discovered. Climbing it is a challenge that tests your body, mind and spirit, demanding resilience and rewarding you with unforgettable views. Papua New Guinea is a tapestry of hundreds of languages and tribes, and the path to Mount Wilhelm takes you through its heart, where vibrant markets and welcoming smiles greet every traveler. The mountain, known locally as Ndua Kumbublu, is sacred ground, home to ancestral spirits and the site of age-old rituals that connect people to the land. There are no shortcuts here. Every step is earned, every challenge real, as the trail winds through mud, roots, and rocks. You rely on your strength and the wisdom of local guides as you face mud, cold and thin air, learning to trust both your instincts and your companions, but the rewards are immense. Rare birds flit through the trees, pure mountain streams offer refreshment, and the landscape reveals wonders at every turn. And at the end of a long day, there's the warmth of a shared fire, laughter echoing under the stars, and stories exchanged between new friends. This is about pushing your limits and discovering what you're truly capable of, finding strength you never knew you had. Join me as we journey from bustling highland markets alive with color and energy, to the silent, rocky summit where the world stretches out below. Feel the mud, the chill, and the awe of standing on the roof of a nation, where the clouds drift beneath your feet and the horizon seems endless. This is a story of endurance, beauty, and the transformation that comes from stepping into the wild, where every moment is a lesson in humility and wonder. The greatest adventures are about the journey, and who you become along the way as you discover the true spirit of Mount Wilhelm and the heart of Papua New Guinea. The adventure begins, not with the first step on the trail, but with the spark of curiosity, the moment you decide to leave the comfort of the known behind and chase something extraordinary. It's in the quiet excitement of packing your bag, tying your boots, and feeling the anticipation build as you prepare for the unknown. We landed in Goroka, a town alive with color, energy, and the scent of tropical earth. The air buzzes with the sounds of daily life, laughter, music, and the hum of motorbikes weaving through the streets. The markets overflow with cow crafts and the vibrant pulse of highland life. Stalls brim with sweet potatoes, hand-woven baskets, and the chatter of vendors bartering with locals and travelers alike. Here you leave the familiar behind and step into a world governed by new rhythms, where the city's edge gives way to rolling hills and untamed wilderness. From Goroka, the road to Mount Wilhelm is a rugged, winding track, more an adventure than a commute. The journey itself is a test, demanding patience and a sense of humor. We bounced in a 4x4, crossing rickety bridges and passing waterfalls tumbling down sheer cliffs, the landscape shifting with every mile. The landscape is immense, making you feel small in a world both ancient and wild. Towering peaks and deep valleys stretch as far as the eye can see, reminding you of nature's scale and power. Along the way, children wave from the roadside and villagers pause their work to greet us, their smiles genuine and welcoming. These moments remind you of our shared humanity and the deep connection Highlanders have to their land. Every greeting is a bridge between worlds. Their resilience and spirit are inspiring, shaped by generations of living in harmony with the mountains. Our destination, Kegelsugal, a village at 2,500 meters, nestled at the mountain's foot. Here, tradition and nature blend seamlessly. Arriving here feels like reaching the edge of the world, where the last traces of civilization fade into mist and mountain. The air is thinner, the pace slower, and the mountain looms large over every moment, its presence both daunting and magnetic. We spent the night acclimatizing, sharing stories by lantern light, anticipation building for the climb ahead. The real journey was about to begin, as the first light crept over the peaks and we readied ourselves for the ascent. The mountain waited, silent and immense, and we were ready, hearts pounding with excitement and nerves. Here, the adventure truly starts, with every step taking us further from the ordinary and closer to the summit. Every step from now on would be earned, each one a testament to the journey from civilization to the highlands. To understand the mountain, you must know the Simbu people, its traditional custodians. Their lives are woven into the land. The mountain is their spiritual and cultural heart. Our guides, raised on its slopes, shared stories, wisdom, and survival skills passed down for generations. Life in the villages is simple but rich in community. Families live in kunai huts, tending gardens and sharing resources. Children's laughter echoes through the valleys, a testament to the strength of community. Wealth here is measured in connection to land and each other. Evenings were spent around the fire, sharing food, stories, and songs. In those moments, we weren't just visitors, we were welcomed as guests. This cultural exchange deepened our appreciation for the journey. We went to sleep with full hearts, ready to honor their sacred mountain. Every step would be taken with respect. The climb began in crisp air and nervous excitement. Each step forward was a mix of anticipation and curiosity, as we wondered what secrets the mountain would reveal. We entered a dense montane rainforest. Sunlight filtered through a green canopy, the air alive with birds and insects. The sounds were a symphony, distant bird calls, the hum of insects, and the soft rustle of leaves overhead. The muddy trail wound upward, tangled with roots and slick with moisture. Every step demanded focus, as the earth beneath us shifted and squelched with each footfall. Our guides moved with effortless grace, pointing out hidden orchids and animal tracks. Their knowledge brought the forest to life, revealing stories written in petals and footprints. This forest is a living library of biodiversity. Every inch teemed with life, rare plants, vibrant insects, and the constant interplay of predator and prey. As we climbed, the trees grew taller, trunks cloaked in moss and ferns. The air grew cooler and damper, and the forest seemed to close in, wrapping us in its ancient embrace. We glimpsed a bird of paradise, a flash of color, a reward for our efforts. Its vibrant feathers stood out against the deep greens, a reminder of the rainforest's hidden treasures. Every bend revealed new wonders, a reminder of nature's richness. Water trickled down mossy rocks, and unfamiliar scents drifted on the breeze, keeping our senses alert. After hours of trekking, we reached our first campsite by a rushing river. The sound of water was soothing, a constant companion as we settled in for the night. Tired and muddy, we set up camp, the forest coming alive with night sounds. Frogs croaked, insects buzzed, and the darkness felt alive with unseen movement. The temperature dropped, and we huddled by the fire, sharing stories under a sky of stars. Laughter and tales echoed into the night, forging bonds between us. The mountain had tested us, and we were ready for more. Fatigue mixed with excitement as we reflected on the day's challenges and triumphs. The journey was just beginning. As dawn approached, a sense of anticipation filled the air, promising new adventures ahead. Tomorrow, the climb would grow steeper, and the rainforest would reveal even more of its mysteries. Day 2 brought us into the mystical moss forest. Gnarled trees draped in moss created a silent, otherworldly realm. The ground was soft, the air thick with mist. Every step felt like a dream. The climb grew steeper, altitude making each breath harder. Our guides taught us to move slowly, Sindan Namalum, wise words for high-altitude trekking. Breaking through the tree line, the landscape opened to alpine grasslands and tundra. We walked above the clouds, surrounded by jagged peaks. Our goal, the Punda Onde Lakes, glacial blue and stunning beneath the summit ridge. The lakeside camp was a welcome oasis, a small hut sheltering us from the cold wind. The peak of Mount Wilhelm loomed above, a pyramid of rock and ice. Spirits were high, the final challenge awaited. The air was thin, but our resolve was strong. Tomorrow, we would attempt the summit. Night at base camp was a true test. Freezing cold, thin air, and restless sleep. The summit push began in darkness, headlamps cutting through the icy pre-dawn. Every movement was an effort, but the sky above was ablaze with stars. The climb started with a steep scramble over rocks and scree, each step focused and deliberate. In the darkness you see only the next few feet, a blessing, breaking the challenge into small steps. Our guides led with steady confidence, and we moved as a single line of lights. Teamwork and encouragement became essential. The physical challenge was immense, burning lungs, numb fingers, aching legs. But the desire to reach the top and witness sunrise drove us on. This was the crucible of the adventure. In hardship, you discover strength you never knew you had. The mountain demanded everything, and we gave it. The summit was within reach. Dawn was coming. As dawn broke, a line of color appeared on the horizon. Hope and energy returned. The summit ridge emerged, a narrow spine of rock with staggering views on all sides. Valleys lay in shadow, coastal plains stretched to the distant sea. The sunrise painted the sky in vibrant colors, turning clouds into a golden ocean. The mountain's shadow stretched for miles, a moment of pure magic. Every step along the ridge was a triumph, adrenaline pushing us onward. The summit marker came into view, anticipation building. Reaching the top was a moment of unfiltered joy. We hugged, shouted, and stood on the roof of Oceania. Exhaustion mixed with elation and humility. The 360-degree panorama was breathtaking. This was a memory for a lifetime. The power of the human spirit was undeniable. Standing on the summit is a personal victory, quiet, powerful, and transformative. The view stretches forever, making everyday worries seem small. This is more than a physical feat, it's a spiritual awakening. You reflect on the journey, every challenge, every step, every moment of doubt overcome. The mountain gives you confidence and resilience that lasts long after you descend. This triumph is shared, with guides who opened their world and teammates who became friends. Bonds forged in hardship and success are unbreakable. The summit time is brief, weather can change in an instant. After photos and final glances, the descent begins. You leave only footprints, taking memories and a piece of the mountain in your heart. You are changed, stronger, wiser, more connected to the world. The journey down is just as important as the climb up. The adventure lives on within you. The descent is filled with satisfaction and reflection. Each step down, the air grows richer, your senses sharper. You see the landscapes anew, details missed on the way up. The mountain teaches that wonder awaits those who seek it. Growth comes from challenge, whether on a peak or in daily life. The spirit of adventure keeps us curious, humble, and connected. Find your own Mount Wilhelm. Any challenge that inspires you. The most important thing is to start. Take that first step. Embrace the journey with all its struggles and triumphs. Open your heart to new experiences and cultures. Let nature be your teacher. Respect and protect it. Thank you for joining this journey. May it spark your own adventures. Stay wild and never stop exploring.